So we have a question from Jure. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. And he asks, how do you build Facebook structure of multiple profiles, BM accounts, backup in case you get banned? Where do you source Facebook accounts? So that's a very smart question. I think that everyone can relate in some way or another, because everyone who advertises on Facebook has PTSD when it comes to getting banned, or just opening up your ad account in the morning, or getting that email that your ad account has been banned. And I think that just is a topic that touches lots of people. So what I have right now in terms of my setup is 4 personal accounts, and then I have lots of different BMs. The way that I open up a BM is usually through either opening up an Instagram profile that actually opens up a business center or a business manager account, a BM. Or when you have just a new username, it just allows you to open up, I think, up to 2 business managers, and that kind of is the limit. If I'm not mistaken, they might have changed it. And then you can just add those BMs. So one user can only open up 2 BMs, but it can connect and manage multiple BMs. So once that BM is open and it's connected to a user that has authority and has very good credit, it just works. So that's what I do in terms of business managers. I do not source in terms of paying for Facebook accounts, because I don't need that, because I don't have any kind of like gray or black hat things. I'm that's a client that's managed on Facebook. So everything I do is completely clean and very strict in terms of policy. So I don't think we've had any issues with policy, except ads getting rejected in the last, well, maybe even a year now. So I think the last time was August of so almost a year now. So that's my structure. I think that's very important that you make sure that you have 2-factor authentication, even though we've seen ad accounts and business managers getting hacked, even though people had the 2-factor authentication thing. But I definitely recommend everyone to have at least 2 personal users, because you will have issues at some point, especially if you travel. Then the system gets very sensitive and can lock you down. So that's my answer to you. Thank you for asking. Okay, so he also is asking about which niches you are in, which niche you suggest, and what you think about the beauty niche. So I don't really choose campaigns according to niches. I don't create or choose offers according to a specific niche. And that's a very wide question, because my mind as a creator, as a brand owner, works very differently than my mind as an agency owner and as an affiliate. I am guessing that you're asking and that you want an answer from my affiliate mind. So I'm gonna give it to you. So 1, just like everyone, I spy. I see ads. I see whatever's working or not working. 2, I try and create offers or run offers as an affiliate where I have an unfair advantage. So certain niches that I have experience with, or knowledge from my past, anything that would either help me get an edge with writing a better ad or create a better creative when I know what's creating a better CPC, better click-through rate, stuff like that. Or if it's a seasonal product, when I actually choose a product, it's according to either the season that we're with. So if it's weight loss season, Q1, if it's gifting season, Q4, stuff like that. So I don't really have a specific niche or a specific industry or segment or category when it comes to products. I just run according to a bunch of stuff. The terms and just CPA and stuff that the advertiser would give me and I know that I have a very big unfair advantage when it comes to the metrics, the numbers. And then the second thing would be just the prior experience that I have with that specific niche. So if I know that I am able to write better ads, create better content, or I already know what's going to create a lower CPC, lower or higher CTR, and whatever funnels usually work, or angles that actually work. So that's just in terms of your the first part of your question. Second part regarding the beauty niche, I think it's great. I think it's evergreen. It's not something that's trending up and down. It's trending inside of it, meaning if there is a specific trend or a specific product or something like that. Very wide question, so it's a very wide answer. Hopefully that answers you, but if you have more questions, make sure that you write them in the comment section below. Next question is from Mikey. So Mikey asks, what type of creatives should a new brand focus on producing from maximum results? And then I told him that it's a great topic and I want him to give me more info, type of product, AOV, cost to consumer, and what actually is or are the target results. So he goes and says that it's a supplement, 55 plus demo, $100 AOV, and he doesn't know the average cost or CPA, and he's just starting out. So again, super wide. I'm gonna try and answer that. I'm gonna start with the obvious answer. If you're just starting out, you should test. And even if you're not just starting out, you should test. That means that what I like to do in terms of creatives is, if I don't have a specific angle, for example, UGC videos or unboxing videos or testimonial videos, just like 3 examples, if I don't know that something is working out for me, I like to create something in a realm of 2 to 5 different videos and just test them out. When I do 2 to 5, that's times the amount of different ratios. So I would do 9 by 16, 16 by 9, vertical, horizontal, and then I also like to do square, and then I create different times or different lengths of video. So one would be 6 seconds that are very good for bumper, non-skippable ads for YouTube. Some of the other stuff would be under 60 seconds that would go into YouTube Shorts, and some of the stuff would be over 60 seconds because I also like to text some long form type of videos. So that's that in general. I also think that you should spy and see what other people are doing, quite obvious. And I also think that there is a lot to test with AI till the new regulation and stuff comes in, and you can actually see whatever's working and just like see whatever is really capturing people's eyes. One more thing that I would like to say is that there are kind of like 2 different types of people. So one category of people would actually look at the metrics. They want to see a specific hook rate, CPM, CPCs, and they actually determine if the creative works or doesn't work. The other type of people are more into the CPA. So even if usually they get $1 or $2 CPCs, and this creative generates it for 4 or 5 for the same type of targeting, they would kill it right away. But I have to say that some of my campaigns, they have double the CPC that I usually need to, and they still generate CPAs that are much lower. And I want to remind everyone that CPCs, and I'm going to create a longer video regarding that, but CPCs are a result of a lot of things, a lot of things. People think it's 90% or 80% the creatives, or they don't think but act that way. But it's not that. It's a combination of the landing page, the product, the cost to consumer that you have inside the website, how many people are advertising right now for that specific niche, you can see that there is no direct correlation right now, especially with Facebook, between the CPCs and the CTRs. You could have a very high CTR and a very high CPC, and you could have the quite the opposite. So you want to make sure that you build lots of creatives, but you also tend to give it at least a week. You know, people actually try and cut different types of creatives very fast, and it doesn't really allow the algorithm to test it and actually go through and create enough data for the campaign and the creatives to see if something actually clicks. And also, once you create a bandwagon effect when it comes to comments, shares, likes, and stuff like that, and that takes time, the system would actually prioritize that creative over others, because in general, what Facebook actually wants is to see that the user has a good customer service or customer experience in general. And you as an advertiser, they want to see something that's extremely stable. So if the campaign went out of learning mode, it got enough creatives, it's already on active mode, then the system would definitely prioritizes that throughout the long run. So hopefully that answers your questions, and thank you for asking these amazing questions. Last question for this video. Michael Kroner asks how to run Black Hat CBD Delta USA offers on Facebook. So just like I explained in the beginning of the video, I don't do any Black Hat. I don't think that you should, so I'm not going to give advice regarding Black Hat stuff. I do know that CBD and THC is something that you can run, especially on Facebook. They are quite flexible on that. You don't want to mention CBD inside the creatives. And actually, if you create something that's not an affiliate type of offer, when someone actually goes through that review, I know a bunch of people who specializes in that, even agencies that are doing CBD, THC stuff specifically, and I've personally ran some supplements in the CBD space, and they work extremely good, and I've never had issues with accounts or ads being rejected. So you want to make sure that you study how other people are actually doing that in terms of the creatives, in terms of the landing page that you do. If you don't go and just duplicate what other affiliates are doing, and if you create something unique of your own that doesn't look scammy, that doesn't look sketchy, at the end of the day, just think that the algorithm is reviewing a lot of ads when it comes to Facebook ads in a day. But there are also human beings that see some stuff that's being flagged. So you want to make sure that and that's hopefully the final test at the end of the day, if you go through that and actually look at the ads as if you're working with Facebook policy, so that's probably the best way to determine whether you are compliant or not. If you are working at the review center, would you approve your own ad or not? If you do not think that ad would go through or would not pop as something that's scammy, then don't do it. Thank you everyone for asking these questions. Hopefully that covered most of what you need to begin with, and really go through whatever you have planned, and I'll see you on the next video.